Good morning mga katribu. It's Wednesday once again. Welcome to another enlightening episode of Straight Talk, where we delve into the pressing issues that shape our times. We are live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube, bringing you in-depth discussions that matters. Pansamantalang humahalili kay Sir Chito Lazada, I'm Raffy Ayeng. Joining us today is Mapua's Dean of Medicine, an advocate of public health, accessibility, and a dedicated educator, Dean Malaya Pimentel-Santos.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dean. Ayan. Anyways, congratulations po sa bagong program ng Mapua na ang pagkakaalam natin is a premier engineering school and now offering medicine program, right?
Maraming salamat. Madami nga pong nagugulat na meron na rin palang medicine at saka other health science programs yung Mapua.
Yes.
So we're very proud to be part of this new area that Mapua is going into.
So, bago tayo pumunta doon sa pinaka-questions natin, is how many na po ang on-board or na-enroll sa program?
For medicine.
For medicine.
We're very proud to have 16 students
Oh.
for our pioneer cohort.
For a starting program, parang maganda yung number.
Yes, sakto lang siya, sir. Just the right scale that we would like to start with. Of course, in the future, we would like to scale up as well.
Okay, ma'am. Let's go straight to our questions. The School of Medicine is equipped with AI-powered facilities. Wow, social.
Very cutting edge.
Including virtual and synthetic human patients. So how do these technologies enhance the learning experience compared to traditional methods?
This is a question that I really like to answer, and I think that a lot of the things we're doing in Mapua are because of two things. Yung track record ng Mapua itself, we're 100 years old this year, track record for engineering and IT education and really excellence in education. And in addition to that, is the Arizona State University Consortium.
Yes.
That brings a very global perspective on health science education, which we are definitely applying to medicine, and simulation is one of those. Similarly, Arizona State University is also a leader in AI use, not just in education, but in many other areas, including healthcare.
Yes, number one daw in the US for innovation.
Yes.
And top 1% of international universities. Wow.
That's correct.
Congratulations. Dahil ang hirap, syempre ang hirap makuha nung ganun.
Totoo.
Go on.
And of course, Mapua in itself is also one of the top 6% universities in the world. So we have like, sabi nga nila, if you want to see farther, you stand on the shoulders of giants. So we count these two giants, Mapua University and ASU.
Ayun. So, isa pa sa reputation ng about Arizona State University is that number 1 in the US and top 10 in the world for global impact. So, halos hindi nga nagkakalayo. Ang what again, ma'am, yung Mapua is top 6%?
Top 6% of universities worldwide based on our ranking for Times Higher Education, QS, and a lot of accredited programs, mostly in engineering.
Okay, ma'am. Collaboration with Arizona State University. So how has Mapua University's collaboration with Arizona State University influenced the design and delivery of medical education in the new School of Medicine?
Yung collaboration namin with Arizona State University for Health Sciences brings in three things, no? Ito yung tinatawag naming key pillars. So one is digital mastery. So we would like our students to not just be digitally literate, we would like to go beyond to what we refer to as digital fluence. And kasi madaming digital tools ngayon in health. So we have electronic health records, telemedicine, mga digital wearables, and all of these are part of the curriculum. So we don't leave our students to learn about this on their own, but that we have integrated it very carefully into the curriculum. So yung second key pillar, which is really definitely brought in by the consortium, is global readiness. So alam naman natin, sir, di ba, the world is getting smaller. We need to learn cross-cultural collaboration, communication, and ASU is part of a growing group of 26, 27 top-ranked universities in the world. And many of those have a footprint in health sciences and medicine as well. So you can imagine that we are building upon best practices na natutunan sa iba't ibang parts of the world, and we are implementing all of these in Mapua. Yung third po is advanced and immersive learning. So yung learning spaces that have been prepared for the students at Mapua, there is a whole floor of simulation laboratories, and this is part of our making sure that our students are practice ready. So hindi sila lang sa classroom natututo, but rather we simulate very carefully yung mga real-world practice settings na gagawin nila once they are in the real
So
world.
complete ang equipment from
Yes.
surgery.
Oh yes,
to-
very state of the art, sir. Very exciting time to be in medical education.
So para ang mahirap lang, parang iniisip ko pa lang kung mag-enroll ako diyan. Halimbawa ako, ang dami ko pa lang dapat i-master. Pero kaya naman siguro ng ng mga estudyante ngayon.
Oo naman. We also have a unique approach to teaching kasi yung tinatawag na namin na active immersive learning. Because there's so much to be learned, we involve the students themselves. Meron kaming mga very nice methodologies for active learning that include not just simulation but also a lot of discussions, a lot of students taking accountability for their own learning kasi at the end of the day, di ba, we learn for ourselves but we also learn for the patients that we will be serving. Kaya yung active learning talagang embedded siya in the curriculum.
Okay. Very, yun nga, sabi mo nga, very cutting edge ang ang approach for learning. Anyways, the Rural Health Center, eto na. Simulation is a unique feature of Mapua's program. So how do you envision this preparing future doctors for work in underserved areas?
So yung commitment namin to the students is that we will prepare them to work in whatever setting they choose to go to. Pero ako kasi personally as a public health physician, meron din akong sarili kong advocacy. So of course, we prepare them to work in advanced tertiary centers, very cutting edge, very technological, but we also cannot forget that a big part of the country still lacks medical practitioners. So, in order to help fill that gap, meron din kaming sinisimulate. And one of our advanced simulation laboratories, which is actually reconfigurable to anything, no? You can make it into a hospital setting, an ER setting. Right now, we made it into a rural health unit. So, para makita nung mga students namin what it is like to be working in a local health center.
But, yung sinabi niyo na may kulang talaga sa ating mga medical health workers, dito pa lang sa NCR parang kulang na rin, 'di ba? How about dun sa sa regions, 'di ba? Kaya
Talagang reality po natin ito.
So marami talagang kaya kailangan ng ganitong program for us to produce more medical health workers, like especially doctors, kasi yun, talking to experience dyan sa probinsya namin sa Quezon, talagang kulang
Saan
na
kayo,
po.
sir?
Sa may Ginyangan.
Oh,
So, far-flung na yon. So, talagang ang hirap pag may nagsakit, pag may dinadala pa dito sa NCR, na kulang pa rin. And then, thank you for Mapua for producing that program na pwedeng makatulong sa problema.
Absolutely. Actually, I feel very privileged to be in a university. Yung president, si President Dodgy, Maestre Campo, lagi niya kasing sinasabi that as an institution, it is part of our responsibility to contribute to nation building. So particularly in health, we would also like to help address itong yung workforce crisis. Alam naman natin siguro lahat na kulang talaga tayo ng healthcare professionals. So we do this by producing and developing more and better trained health practitioners. And sa medicine, this is where we are really working.
Kasi aminin natin, karamihan ng mga graduates, kuha lang dito ng ilang years na experience, and they are going abroad because mas malaki talaga ang sweldo doon, right?
That's true.
Nakakalungkot, pero yun ang katotohanan.
On the other hand, di naman din natin sila masisi.
Because
Kasi we
syempre,
all
kailangan-
find what's best for us.
greener
But siguro
pasture.
yung on our part, we just need to make sure that they have the skills to thrive kung saan man sila mag-practice, whether locally, NCR, or remotely, or abroad. Our job is to develop in them the competencies.
Ma'am, ikaw ma'am, tatanungin lang kita. What is your advice? Halimbawa sa mga graduates na, ano ba dapat? Ano ang dapat unahin? Bayan o sarili?
Siguro balanse lang, sir. Oo,
Okay.
I
Kasi
think we have to respect everyone's ability to make decisions, pero totoo talaga na malaki yung need dito sa atin.
okay. So, ma'am, babalikan kita. Marami pa tayong dapat pag-usapan. We will have a short commercial break. Magbabalik po ang Straight Talk.
And this break is brought to you by Bayad Center. Hashtag bigger, better, younger bayad. And you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart. Live more today. Union Bank. It starts with you.
May isang salita si Chappy Chinson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo ang Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chinson.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into present issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
May isang salita si Chappy Chinson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo ang Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chinson.
Hi, we're back here sa Straight Talk and still we have Dr. Malaya Pimentel-Santos. Ma'am, next question is isa pa to sa mga syempre you are you are about to get tawag dyan, applicants for your program sa Mapua, and then syempre mga fresh minds yan. So with this question, with the advanced technology in place, how has the ASU consortium training helped faculty adapt to the innovative changing methodologies required at the School of Medicine? So yun nga po, how about the teachers, the professors na
You raised a very good question, and talagang, honestly, it's difficult for a digital migrant to learn to use digital teaching tools. But this is why we've been working very hard for the past 2 years. And the Arizona State University Consortium actually brings in trainers for us. So the use of the digital tools is guided by the ASU Consortium. And we have already had several in-depth very integrated trainings that the trainers also come to us from the ASU Consortium.
So bago pa po pala nag-start yung is na-i-train na yung faculty
Absolutely.
for 2 years?
Yes,
Sabi
yes. So I joined Mapua 2 years ago in 2023, early part of 2023. And a big part of what we were doing since then was training the faculty and developing the curriculum. So although kaka-launch lang namin, a lot of things had to take place on the back end for us to be able to successfully launch the program.
Ma'am, ilan yung faculty nga ng members ng Mapua Medicine?
We have around 40. 20 of those are full-time. Yun kasi yung requirements ng CHED.
Shed. So madami pala. Marami rin pala talaga.
Kasi kailangan merong representatives from the major specialties, teachers with experience in the different basic and clinical courses. So we were lucky we were able to assemble a really nice complement of faculty members with experience in other institutions.
So aside from dun sa medicine, may mga ano rin, 'di ba? Pre-med courses kayong binabanggit kanina. So what are
Yes.
those, ma'am?
Uh,
Na
I
pwedeng
cover primarily medicine, pero we have schools that have undergraduate courses. The School of Nursing, may nursing program, and then the School of Health Sciences that has 5 undergraduate programs. So biology, psychology, medical technology, pharmacy, and physical therapy. So you can imagine that we're not just a standalone medical school, but we are able to really work and learn with from and about the other professions, which is actually another important part kasi of providing healthcare, yung tinatawag na multidisciplinary healthcare team approach.
Yes.
So, parang patient care is not just the responsibility of the doctor alone. It's a collective responsibility of the whole healthcare team. So again, I feel very fortunate and privileged to be part of a setting where we can work with these other faculty and other students as well.
Saan po located yung pre-med school ng Mapua?
We are all together in the Mapua Makati campus,
All right.
which makes it easier for us to work together and learn together.
Okay. So, how does Mapua aim to contribute to addressing the shortage of primary care providers, especially in rural communities? Nga po?
Totoo naman talaga, it's an undeniable fact that we have a healthcare workforce crisis. I think everybody acknowledges this. So, primarily by producing more and better trained healthcare professionals, by also providing them with all the tools to be able to have and fill that skills gap. Kasi, di ba, we have to make sure na yung skills na tinuturo namin in school also match the skills that will be needed. So, in relation to your question, because we need to have more primary care providers, we are reorienting the curriculum actually towards primary health care without necessarily getting into all the technicalities. First of all, we recognize that health is a basic human right. It's just like education and shelter and food. And also that there are social determinants of health, which are the environmental, the physical, the educational, socioeconomic factors that altogether will help influence health outcomes. And all of these are very well integrated into the curriculum of Mapua. So when we talk about digital mastery, global readiness, and advanced immersive facilities and advanced immersive learning, kasama din doon yung primary health at saka yung social determinants of health. We will very soon be opening the admissions process for the next academic 25. And then tuloy-tuloy na, full
Yes.
speed ahead.
And do you expect those numbers na matapos yung program?
Yes, of course. We will take very good care of all of our students.
Kasi minsan, di ba, alam mo naman, mga estudyante ngayon, mabilis ma-burnout, tapos hindi pala ito yung gusto ko. Paano yun? How do you deal with that?
Well, syempre, if they choose to leave at the end of the day, that will be their decision. Pero sa side namin, sa faculty, we have put in a lot of programs for them, not just academic. We also have wellness programs, and in fact, we did a module on self-care as a moral imperative. Kasi, you cannot just parang disregard your needs and still expect that you be able to serve your patients properly. So we consider self-care to be part of the duty, the moral duty of a physician. So meron kami talagang mga workshops on self-care. Also, we have mentoring programs, guidance programs, understanding that education, it's not just academic, it's also social, it's mental, emotional. And syempre, for the first batch in particular, we're very invested in that. So talagang alagaan namin yung first batch. But in addition to that, moving forward, madami kami talagang programs that are in place for everything that you mentioned.
And one of the factors that humihina ang mga nag-enroll sa medicine school is because of the rate ng tuition fee. So, naging ready ba dyan ang Mapua to at least consider that? Yun nga, kaya naman siguro yung ganyang rate pag and then yun nga, sabi ni ma'am is very cutting edge yung i-offer naman sa na education, 'di ba? So parang hindi ka lalugi talaga.
Of course. Quality education, yun talaga yung commitment namin.
So ma'am, how does Mapua School of Medicine plan to influence the broader landscape of healthcare education and delivery in the Philippines over the coming years?
Syempre, a big part of the healthcare system is the people that man the different roles within the healthcare system. And of course, our biggest commitment is to produce more and better trained health professionals whose skills match the needs of the real world. And we do this in a lot of ways. One of them is by interfacing with stakeholders in industry through our training partners. Our base hospital for medicine is the De Los Santos Medical Center.
Which is in
It's a tertiary center in Quezon City.
Quezon City.
In addition to that, we also have established linkages with AC Health and all of its subsidiaries. So our students will also be able to learn in the different AC Health and Healthway facilities. In addition, we've done a lot of interfacing with the government. So we also will be giving our students an opportunity to learn in government facilities. And in addition to having stakeholder meetings with, for instance, the Department of Health and the local government, to understand the needs of the real world. Kasi at the end of the day, yung products kasi ng education will take their place as human resources for health. And we need to make sure that they are ready to step into that important role.
Hindi kaya mabigla ang mga estudyante nyo yung sinabi nyo na, syempre, cutting edge yung pinag-aral, doon sila nag-aral, tapos dadalhin nyo sa government facility na alam nyo naman, halimbawa, sa isang government facility na kulang talaga yung facility. So how would they thrive on that setting?
Correct. So, we have to make sure that they're prepared for whatever setting. So, yung isa na yon, yung advanced simulation facility, which is where they will get to be comfortable with with what they will see in the real world. And as I mentioned previously, talagang we intentionally made it into a health center with kasi understanding na hindi talaga lahat ay
yes.
Advanced and technologically developed. So, in addition to that, we are also placing them, kasi first year pa lang, we have this subject, it's called service learning. So, service learning is, in the first year, hindi lang sila nasa simulation, but that they will already be fielded out to different training partners. So, isa na yung base hospital, meron din kaming if-field out sa mga NGO partners. And in that way, makikita nila yung iba't ibang settings, resource-rich and resource-poor settings alike.
So, nakikita ko pala parang lahat na parang lahat na ginawa nyo para to make your workforce ready talaga, no?
Yes, exactly. Practice readiness talaga yung aming isang commitment.
Okay. So how does the School of Medicine incorporate digital health tools such as telemedicine and data analytics into the curriculum to prepare students for evolving demands of modern healthcare?
So, one is simulation. So, simulation helps us to allow students to experience how to do a patient interview and a patient physical exam. So, in the traditional setting kasi, merong, the patient and the doctor are together in the same
Yes.
room. So, syempre, ituturo namin yon. But in addition to that, meron kasi tayong telemedicine. So, if you have what's called the bedside manner for, building rapport with a patient that's in front of you, meron din tayong webside manner, which is the ability for you to do the same things, a patient interview and a physical examination in a telemedicine setting. So we also have activities for that. So in addition to that, because Mapua is very strong sa digital education, this was even before the pandemic. And our president actually has given us marching orders to integrate AI into the curriculum. We are working together with the experts on IT to help use AI for advanced analytics kasi again, without getting into too much technical aspects, kasi honestly hindi din naman ako IT expert, but we are building a system to be able to analyze the data for the students and be able to give them personalized recommendations for their own learning. So parang the era of one-size-fits-all education, tapos na kasi tayo dun eh.
Yes.
So we have so many tools now to be able to support parang students being able to customize their own journey kung ano yung talagang interests nila and needs nila.
So, meron kasing takot yung iba about artificial intelligence. How do you answer those allegations na papalitan niyo yung workforce, computers na ang gagana, and syempre yung data is tawag dito, mako-compromise. So how do you answer those
Oo nga.
questions?
Without parang downplaying the risks of AI, syempre aware naman tayong lahat that there are a lot of ethical considerations in using AI. But our commitment is that we will be right there at the leading edge, learning to use AI. Hindi kami susunod lang, but that we will be first of all, educating ourselves on the ethical aspects.
Oo.
And interestingly, we just had this very nice masterclass by an ASU professor on exactly that, the ethics of AI in health and in education. So, although we recognize that we don't have all the answers, kasi, right now, nobody does. Pero, we are right there at the leading edge, learning about what it is to use AI for education and health so that we can teach our students to use the same.
So, and how have you been na nakakuha na ba kayo ng mag-onboard to protect the data of your halimbawa, your student, your program itself for the AI na halimbawa pasukin yung yung system niyo for that?
Siguro yung cybersecurity aspects na yon, I think we will leave that more to the experts at Mapua. Pero for our side, we are working on a special project that is designed to analyze the data for the students and see kung ano yung patterns nila for study, kung ano yung also to look into the possibility of AI tutors, and also to teach them how to use AI as a tool for learning. Kasi we are actually looking into designing things that, one of the things that we have is an AI-powered virtual patient platform.
Yes.
So that's pretty interesting kasi it's a gamified way for students to learn what's called clinical reasoning.
Gamified means
It's an app. Oo. So you can assign students kasi to have a specific virtual patient. Tapos bibigyan mo sila ng activities. So the student will now be interacting with this virtual patient, and the student can ask the virtual patient questions at mag-respond din yung AI-powered virtual patient.
May chatbot.
Parang ganon, oo. And after that, pwede siyang magbigay ng recommendations and pwede niyang mapagaling yung pasyente. And on the other hand, kung hindi tama yung approach niya dun sa pasyente, pwede ding
correct.
hindi maganda yung yung maging outcome. So, the purpose here is that dapat magkamali sila in a safe environment. Kasi, let's face it, when you're learning, when you're a novice, you will make mistakes. We don't want students to make mistakes in the real world. Dapat they will make mistakes in a safe and simulated environment. So, very cutting edge, very interesting tools to use.
Okay, dami nang na-discuss ni Madam. Medyo na-nosebleed na ako.
Oo nga. Pasensya na. Excited kasi.
Let's have a commercial break again.
And this break is brought to you by Bayad Center. Hashtag bigger, better, younger bayad. And you can buy it all. Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Smart. Live more today. Union Bank. It starts with you.
May isang salita si Chappy Chinson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chinson.
Tune in to Daily Tribune's show aimed at addressing the needs and problems of our OFWs from different corners of the globe. Hear about their plights and success stories every Tuesday and Thursday, 3 p.m. only on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube. Straight Talk dives deep into pressing issues of leadership, politics, business, and more. Engage in insightful conversations with industry shakers, government leaders, and trailblazers every Wednesday at 10 a.m. only here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now in YouTube.
May isang salita si Chappy Chinson. Pilipinong magaling, Ilocano mabait. Isang salita lang siguradong gagawin.
Pag may sinabi ka, kailangan gawin mo. Pag mawalang credibility mo, wala kang maniniwala sa'yo. Pag sinabi ko, ginagawa ko. Basta panalo Pilipino. Pag kalugi-lugi na ako, gagawin ko pa rin.
Gawa senador ko. Number 58, may isang salita si Chappy Chinson.
Utol, once just a colloquial term for a brother or sister, today the same term stands for a better option to your transportation needs. Unified Transport Operations League, or better known as Utol, was established to give you an alternative to ride-hailing, with the concept of availing the service with care and compassion, as if it was rendered by your own sibling.
Utol ka ba? Dito ka na. Utol ka, iingatan kita.
Now, who would you prefer to drive you home?
Utol ako, mangangalaga sa'yo.
Utol, the ride-hailing app to consider.
Hi, we're back here dito sa Straight Talk. Kasama pa rin si Dean Malaya. And hi, Dean. So, what steps is the School of Medicine taking to ensure its graduates are globally competitive, yun nga, and recognized in the international medicine field? And what are the planned areas of focus for research within the medical school?
So a big part of this global readiness is really brought to us by the Arizona State University Consortium. So specifically, some of the benefits of our students are, number one, they get access to the ASU repository. So this is a bank of a lot of over 2,000 lectures and assessments and learning materials that were created by the professors in ASU. So that's one. The next is the opportunity for faculty and student exchange. So as I mentioned, it's not just ASU, but it's a lot of other universities in many parts of the world. And we are have the opportunity to send faculty and students to experience education and culture in these different countries. And at the end of the day, kasi the global perspective is about knowing how to interact with other people, and that is definitely part of the benefit that we get from the ASU consortium. So isa pa yung digital tools. So we were put in together with a curated list of a lot of different digital tools that were built through the experiences in the other medical schools in the consortium. So there are a lot of ways, and we're sure that the standards of education that we give to our students are really global standards.
So going back to that exchange student program, so itong 16 may chance na
Yes.
maging exchange students. And then yung mga susunod pa, right?
Yes.
Kasi magiging kasi ay baka lalo naman sila umalis. Baka hindi na bumalik. Kasi
Hindi naman siguro kasi ako din naman, I also had the opportunity to train abroad, but I'm still here. So
Okay. So at least meron na silang knowledge if ever na maging exchange
yes,
students
oo.
sila.
And the other thing is that you learn a lot of things kasi when you expose yourself globally, and many of the things that we can learn abroad, pwede din naman natin i-apply dito.
Okay, ma'am. So to our final question na lang siguro, what innovative teaching strategies are being employed to ensure students develop critical thinking, leadership, and adaptability in the medical field?
These are very important competencies kasi medicine is not just about providing healthcare in the doctor-patient relationship. Meron pa tayong communication, you have to learn how to do health promotion, you need to explain to your patients how to get healthy, how to have a healthy lifestyle. So all of these, yung tinatawag nating soft skills, pero parang hindi sila dapat dina-downplay as soft skills kasi I'd like to think of these skills, leadership, collaboration, teamwork. I'd like to think of them as success skills for the 21st century. And these are all very well integrated in our curriculum. So we have things like role play, we have things like allowing our students to make presentations, and this is all part of the active learning methodology where students don't just expect to come and listen to the teacher talk for 2 hours. Of course, the teacher will teach, but the teacher will also guide the students in creating their own path and parang understanding the knowledge that we teach through their own experience. Very experiential, very immersive.
Okay. Dean May Malaya. Grabe, ang dami kong hindi ko naman lahat ma-absorb, di ba? Pero ang daming cutting edge na information na binigay niyo rin sa atin. But then before I'll give the floor for your final word, Episode pala is Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas every time. Stay informed.
Mapua University, it's a very exciting time to be entering
Today's
maligayang Pasko. Maligayang Pasko.
Any final words, ma'am? And then your invitation for students to apply for your program in Mapua.
Yeah. So we are here on the 100th year of Mapua University. It's a very exciting time to be entering into the field of medical education. We have prepared a lot of cutting-edge tools, but also strategies that are very much relevant in the Philippine setting. And we have put together a great curriculum. We have a great complement of faculty. Our facilities, they're, I would say, really world-class. And for those who would like to enter into medical education, we invite you to be part of our story.
Maraming salamat, Dean Maya Pimentel-Santos of Mapua Mapua School of Medicine for gracing this interview po.
Thank you very much for having me.
To our viewers and to our katribu, and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Daily Tribune's Facebook page and Tribune Now on YouTube for more in-depth discussions on the issues that matters. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. I'm Raffy Ayeng. Thank you for watching, mga katribu.
This public service announcement is brought to you by Meralco.
Alam nyo ba kung saan napupunta ang binabayad nyo sa Meralco? Dito sa series na ito, isa-isahin natin yan para maipaliwanag ko po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Joe Saldariaga ng Meralco Corporate Communication Office. Alam nyo ba na nahahati sa iba't ibang components ang inyong electricity bill? Kumbaga parang pizza lang yan. Kasama sa binabayaran natin ay ang generation charge na napupunta sa generation companies o mga nag-ooperate ng power plants, transmission charge na napupunta sa system grid operator ng Pilipinas, na National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, at iba-ibang charges na napupunta sa gobyerno. Tulad po ito ng mga subsidies, taxes, universal charges at fit-all. Kung tutuusin, tulad nga nabanggit ko, nasa around 20% on the average ang kabuang bill ang binabayad sa Meralco sa pamamagitan ng distribution charge. Ito na ang pinaka-epektibong sistema para sa electricity consumers. Iwas abala ito para hindi na isa-isa ibang kumpanya na dinadaanan ng kuryente. Naway, nabigyan linaw ko po kayo kahit papano sa inyong mga katanungan ukol sa inyong electricity bill. Hanggang sa muli, ako po si Manong Joe, ang inyong lingkod.